Hey, this is Pradav again, and I am continuing my series on MBTI and fragrances. The next step is the second cluster, which are the SFs, sensorial feelers. The first one was sensorial thinkers. Now it's sensorial feelers, and these people are called the artisans. And whereas the guardians were more archetypally masculine leaning, these ones are more feminine leaning, which, as I like to mention, has not a lot to do with being an actual born a man or a woman or whatever, the hormones and anything. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's got something to do with the archetypes, which are completely different. But there is you can see correlations between archetypes, like archetypal traits and gender, but we'll not get into that. It's very useless. So the next one, and like I said, I made some notes. The first will be the ISFJ. So ISFJs, what are they? They're feelers that are very into the sensorial world, but that are very organized and straightforward. What does that mean? Most of the time, the last letter just aligns functions differently. And if you want to get into that, you need to know what functions are. And functions are things like introverted intuition, extroverted sensor. It's a maze, and I'm not gonna go over. I know about it. I'm not gonna go over it right now. Right now is just for fun for the fragrances. But if you want to know more, do check it out. It's kind of fun, yes. And yes. So ISFJs, what is the archetype for that type? These are people that are very quiet normally, very reserved, that like softer things in life. They are very empathic. They are there to help others. They like helping others, but they also need their own private time and their own kind of solitude. And they really like normally soft, and they take time for things, and it's yes, but they enjoy the sensorial more than as opposed to the intuition, which is the more reasoning part of our brains. It's not the part of our brain that catches the physical impulses. It's the part that just thinks by itself, and they're not really into that much. They're more into the physical, so they enjoy those little things, and a lot of the times they enjoy the softer things in life. They enjoy the comfortable things in life. So this is why I chose one of my favorite fragrances, l'Odyssée. This is l'Odyssée pour Homme by Miyake, which is a fragrance that is all about balance, which is why it is quite good with the ISFJ personality, because ISFJs are all about balance in general. It's the balance of life, it's the smoothness, it's that there's a routine, it's like the ISTJs. They like the routine, they're pretty conservative some of the times, but they like the balance, they like the soft, nice, beautiful balance that one can create. Maybe build a garden with very nice arrangement of plants that is very thought of and very organized. And yes, and this smells so smooth, balanced. It's a pleasure to the senses, and this is why I have put this for the ISFJ personality. All right. Let's move to the ESFJ. and these ones are like the extroverted counterpart of the others. So these are people that are a lot more like, they don't need their alone time that much. They won't have the time to build a garden. What they like, ESFJ, are helping others, being there for others, being empathic. You will see a lot of ESFJ that are social workers, or like create like some women's shelter, children's shelter, whatever. They're there to help, you know, and they help in a very concrete, precise way, and they know that they can do better in the world for that. So I thought of another fragrance that is based around Lily of the Valley, just like the preceding one, that is very good for the senses, because they are two very sensorial persons. They require the nice sensorial environment, and I thought about this one, which is kissing burns 6.4 calories per minute, wanna work out. ESFJs really like to have fun also, and this one is like the Lily of the Valley is so superb, and it's a lot more intense than the previous fragrance, so it's more extroverted in that sense. It imposes, where you go, people will be imposed with your presence, and this is good because ESFJs, a good ESFJ, you like their presence, you like when they come around, they organize you, fine, they tell you what to do sometimes, fine, but they're really good and they're really empathic and they're really there to help you. So this one is more for them. They still like having fun, they still like doing some workout, and so putting that fragrance gives them the confidence to be bold and do this stuff. All right, let's go to the ISFP. So the ISFP is one of the lesser known personality styles, but one of the very common ones. It's those people that are artists, that are very like sensory, visual perhaps, but very, very into the concrete things of life, into the simple things, into the real world, if you may, but still are artists, you know, and have this vision and want to go somewhere, want to have a passion. A lot of ISFPs lack a passion, and it doesn't work well with them. I can see ISFPs as being very dark, you know, because they are one of the personalities with the most inner emotions. Their inner emotions are immense, and it's in there. And also, these are people that are really liking a good time, because they're very sensorial too. So they like drinking alcohol, they like having sex, they like all these things in life that makes it very valuable. All right, and it is sad because probably because of religion and our current social cultural thing, these passions that are more sensorial, like I mentioned, food, alcohol, sex, they are like very not well perceived by the general population, and so the ISFPs are kind of lacking this opportunity to develop themselves just because of the cultural standards. But I have decided to take this one, which is Noir Extrême, Tom Ford Noir Extrême. Why? It's a gourmand. It's very sensorial, you know, you smell and you imagine the taste of that dessert that is represented here, which is kufi. It is wonderful. It is carnal, you know, it has that sex appeal, that closeness to the body, to the flesh, that an ISFP might really like, and that might inspire him to do art, or to inspire his whole life, his passion, and others around him, because ISFPs are very inspiring people most of the time. They're very true to their emotional sense, true to themselves, and they want to do good, and they also want to have a good time, to have this sensory stimulus that they need, and that is very nice. So this is enough for ISFP. You can see that they're like one of my most favorite of them all, and the other one here is another one of the personality types that I really like a lot. One girl that is very close to me that I really love, that's one of a good friend of mine, is ESFP, like clearly, and I don't mean the one that bought me the microphone, although she might be a ESFP too, but there's another one that I'm very sure about it, and like I really like those. I really like the healthy ESFPs. It's always like you like the healthy and you hate the unhealthy, but you know, there's something going on. I know when I see someone who's ISFP, ESFP, whatever. So I thought that for those people, what represented most, 1 Million Cologne. Why? Why am I getting this douchebag fragrance for them if I love them so much? I really love 1 Million Cologne. It's one of my favorites, for real. Alright, so the thing here is that ESFPs, you know, I said that the ISFPs were like kind of sensorial and maybe even carnal a bit. The ESFPs, it's just ISFPs that are extroverted, so it's like they're very, very like sensorial, and it doesn't mean that they're like sex addicts or stuff. That's not what I mean. That means that they are into the pretty sensorial feelings, you know. Some of them might really enjoy fragrances, for instance, because it has that sensorial thing to it that they really like. They might be into cuddling, but they might be also into sex, they might be into alcohol, they might be into good foods, they might be into nice music that really sounds aesthetically pleasing, whatever. They might be into following the new trends, meeting new people. They're all over the place. There are people that are all over the place and that are very true to their emotions, very emotional, these people also. And why I put 1 Million Cologne. 1 Million Cologne is a kind of a bar clubbing scent. It radiates this presence, this connection to your body, this connection to your sensorial self, this connection to this connection to your body. It smells carnal, it smells sexy, it smells like, it smells like sex appeal, things like that. ESFPs, they sometimes really enjoy that appeal they can have over other people, and who doesn't, you know, but sometimes they are more sometimes ESFPs get a lot of attention because they give a lot of attention to themselves, you know. Most of the time you can see them having a nice skincare routine because they like the contact to their skin too. They like doing exercise, they like going out, they like putting makeup. Guys and girls, I say, always guys and girls. Makeup, it's not a question of gender. They just really like all those things that are in connection to themselves, these routines that are really good for your body, you know. And that is very amazing, I think. And this one, I think it really reflects that. It reflects that radiating joy that you can put out to the world. So this is it for ESFPs. I'm pretty sure that if I had to choose a personality type myself, I would probably go for ESFPs. Although for the MBTI community out there, I know it. ESFPs are the least liked with ISTJs. They're really like unliked at all. People say that they're vain, there's like superficial, a bit like the comments that we can have on this fragrance right here. It's vain, it's superficial, but there is no problem in being what people call vain or superficial, because most of the times it's a care that you give to yourself to be able to try and look your best for yourself and take care of yourself the most you can. This is vain and superficial, but it's also like has a great payoff on your own life and can make you go deeper into all those other things and spread the love that you have for yourself. That being said, spread love, spray love. Bye bye.